Alright guys, I'm gonna be trying out a new kind of content. By the end of this video, you'll probably understand why. Don't worry, this channel isn't going to change much. I'm not going to do these videos very often. I will attempt to answer any potential questions in the description below, but yes, I'll still be uploading animations. This is I'm just testing something out here. I did my best to script this video, and I will do my best to script these ranty videos in the future as well. But you know, I'm not a born commentator, I'm just opinionated. Okay, so selling out, that big buzz topic. So how some people have been defining it lately and overusing it, and how the term is actually defined are two kind of different things. But how some people define it is just anyone who attempts to make money off their work in any way that's somewhat obvious. For example, an artist taking commissions, company sponsors, jumping on popular topics or fan bases. And then how it's actually defined, or how it was actually meant to be defined, is when someone is so concerned with making money or popularity from their work that the quality of their work majorly suffers. No passion, just money. There's a difference between these two, and these differences are very important. First off, it's hard to make money on YouTube for artists and animators especially. YouTube favors lengthy uploads and frequent uploads when it comes to promoting a channel and paying their earned ad revenue. Someone who uploads frequently will get more traffic on their channel, and someone who makes longer videos will make more money per video compared with someone who makes shorter videos. Animators can occasionally do one or the other, but not both, and sometimes neither. Someone can talk into a microphone for 15 minutes and upload it with some gameplay and do that daily for millions of views and thousands of dollars. If an animator is lucky, they can make a 10-minute video in a year. Conversely, an animator might be able to make and upload a week, but the videos will only be a few seconds long. While not much can remedy the length thing or the frequency of upload thing, unless you do something like this and start making rant videos that isn't technically animated, but shh. A way animators often remedy their lack in growth is through animating for fandoms. Animators who animate for fandoms are not sellouts simply by the merit that they animated for said fandom. Their choice to do so often comes from a place equally of passion and desire to grow and be recognized, and there is nothing wrong with this. The fandoms people tend to get crap for participating in the most are the Undertale and FNAF fandoms. Both now dead or dying, but at one point, making content for these fandoms guaranteed thousands if not millions of views. People often seem to forget that the map community itself was based on a fandom, the Warrior Cats fandom. Nobody in the community is considered a sellout for pandering to the Warriors fandom because it's so normal to see, and it always has been. This would have been the same story if the map community had originated from one of these other fandoms that are now considered taboo to associate with. Just take this analogy with a grain of salt. It's not perfect, but it's the best one I could come up with. So, imagine that a well-known company says that they are offering a well-paying job and are looking for applicants with certain qualifications. They say they will give everyone who applies a bonus even if they don't get the job. You fit the qualifications for the job and money is tight. Of course you're going to apply in hopes that you get the job. There is nothing wrong with this, and nobody should fault you for trying. Somebody else who doesn't fit the qualifications also applies, not with the intention to get anywhere or even get the job, but because they want the bonus. This would be frowned upon by the company and anyone who knew about them doing this, I imagine. They're just leeching off of an opportunity for the temporary benefit and wasting everyone's time. This is what I mean, and that there's a difference between making content because you have something to offer and you want the opportunity to make something of yourself and your growth, and someone who is only leeching off success to make a quick buck with no passion or nothing useful to offer. Making completely original content simply doesn't bring the views in, and it makes sense why it wouldn't. People are naturally going to gravitate towards things they're already familiar with rather than taking the time to get invested in something they're not. While it's nice to imagine that every artist/animator is animating purely from passion and drive to work with no desire to make money, that simply isn't realistic. Animators need to play the YouTube game more than any other kind of content creator because it's the only way for our channels to grow. If you rag on people for fandom animating simply by the merit that their content is attached to the fandom and not by their factors, that just isn't fair. If it's a matter of jealousy that their content is getting more attention than your own original content, remember that the only thing stopping you from doing the same thing they are is your pride. If it bothers you so much that this person is making money and you aren't, then make some fandom content. It's a simple solution. If you don't want to, that's fine, but don't get mad at other people who decided to play the game. Anyways, those are my thoughts on selling out. I guess I kind of just covered in the community sense because, in the map community sense that is, because that's closest to me, I guess. I can't really speak outside of the map community since I am not actively participating in that. But that's just my 2 cents, and I feel like other people have discussed things similar to this before, but not this exactly. Like, people don't really talk about fandoms and stuff unless they're in the map community, so yeah, that's my 2 cents. If you disagree with me, feel free to leave a comment below, and I will be happy to discuss things with you. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not just trolling, saying drink bleach and whatever, I'll be more than happy to discuss things with you. However, if you would like to debate about it, I would recommend that you read the description first, because I do have some questions answered in the description, and I don't really like repeating myself. So yeah, if you like this video, I'll just see how well this video does when determining if I want to make more stuff like this. It's fun, it's a nice way for me to get my opinion out there. They're longer videos and they're not as difficult to make as animations, and so, I mean, it won't replace the fact that animations and maps and stuff like that are the primary content on my channel. I'll just do these occasionally if you guys like them. So, that's all.